لو حيرو ودلت ما صرتو عم قابي شو توسي توكوسي وأوعيتا ووثي مقوايو أسيريا تيفي مقوايو وقولتخو يميديا.
Hello, my name is Joseph Pirayou. I want to welcome you to this uh, portion program. In the beginning, Ashur, we have prepared you something different today. The name of the today's program is A Thankful Nation. As always, this is a live program, 11 a.m. California time, 8 p.m. Europe and Stockholm time. And if you have questions, comments, you send them. If I can answer them, I will. If not, as we do it always during some question and answer portion of programs. Anyway, a thankful nation. Tomorrow in the United States is what we call Thanksgiving Day. And today I wanted to kind of compare two superpowers, one of today and the other one of the past. And we start with the today's superpower, the United States. And as I mentioned, tomorrow is Thanksgiving Day. Now, Thanksgiving Day holiday that we have now, it was not holiday until 1863 when President Lincoln uh, made it as a proclamation. It was some event happened in late 1600s, thanks, in late 1600s that some Native Americans and new settlers, and that's a different story. It's not for today, but it was a celebration. It was something that was part of the annual celebration for the nation, but Lincoln made it a holiday. Now, uh, when he made it holiday, he made a proclamation. Let me go over that proclamation real quick. Can we show that? Let's see, where is this? So I just took a small part that what he said. It says that it has seemed to me fit and proper that they should be solemnly, reverently, and gratefully acknowledged as with one heart and one voice by the whole American people. I do therefore invite my fellow citizens in every part of the United States and also those who are at sea and those who are sojourning in foreign lands to set apart and observe the last Thursday of November next as a day of thanksgiving and prayer to our beneficent Father who dwelleth in the heavens. And I recommend to them that while offering up the ascriptions justly due to him for such singular deliverances and blessings, they do also with humble penitence for our national perverseness and disobedience, commend to his tender care all those who have become widows, orphans, mourners, or sufferers in the lamentable civil strife in which we are unavoidably engaged, and fervently implore the interposition of the Almighty hand to heal the wounds of the nation and to restore it as soon as may be consistent with the divine purposes to the enjoyment of peace, harmony, tranquility, and union. So that was a small part of the proclamation that President Lincoln made. That was in October 1863. Now, it's during what they call Civil War. United States, from the time that people started, settlers coming to the New World, as they called it, they were at war with different groups. There was a time that they were at war with the Native Americans, or as they falsely called them Indians. There was at war with the English. That's how they got their independence. From the English became United States of America, or they were at war with Spain, or later with Mexico. These were outside, like with foreigners, let's say they were fighting. But this civil war was between North and South, what they called it. It was between brother and brother killing each other. Now, the question is not that who was right, who was wrong, but these were Americans fighting Americans. In the middle of that, the war lasted from 1861 to 1865 for about 4 years. In the middle of that, President Lincoln makes a proclamation of thanksgiving and prayers. Thankful for what? You're killing each other. And I was looking at the numbers of people that died during that 4 years. There's an estimation, this is not the exact number, but the estimation is amazing. Over 620,000 died. Over something like 1.5 million, they were wounded. They were, what they call it, what they call it, moved from their homes. Uh, they were in prison. So many different casualties, as they say. And just before October 1863, there was the battle. It's called the Battle of Gettysburg. The worst battle. I mean, all battles were bad, but this one, over 50,000 brothers killed each other. 50,000 dead. Both sides. I don't know exactly which side lost how many, but over 50,000 in 3 days of battle. Few months later, President Lincoln says a day of Thanksgiving. Like, are you kidding? What to be thankful for? But they did it. Day of prayer, thankfulness, and that's the proclamation that President Lincoln made, right? At the end of the war, he was assassinated. He was killed. Now, at that time, United States was not the superpower that we see right now. But regardless, after the war was over, and it's just the nation healed, and fast forward to 2024, I mean, I'm not saying United States is the number one nation, but it's a superpower. I mean, look at the number of people that they want to come here. The border, we don't have a border, but this is not politics. Just that how many people want to go like this to, I don't know, China or Japan or Middle East countries? Yeah, everybody's at the border of Iran or Iraq. Yeah, let us in. We want to come in. Why do they want to come here? Why is it that they want to come to the United States? They want to prosper. They want the option to do whatever they want as far as being happy, relatively safe. The government is solid, and it's like a 4-day holiday. People take time off, eat a lot of turkey, which I don't like. They travel, the football games, 4-day holidays, and the thing is that price was paid. Back then, these people, the settlers came in, then they had the war with the English, Spanish, Native Americans, Civil War. Whatever they did, nation has existed. It's called the United States, right, of America. It was like less than a month ago, we had an election here, between Trump and Harris. So what happened? It was bad. It was nasty, calling names, saying who's done what. I mean, so much money spent, almost $2 billion between the two parties, Democrats, Republicans spent, and one of them won. Doesn't matter. Nation is still here. People still want to come here. Doesn't matter who's running the country, I guess. That's the position that this country has. The price was paid. And the thankfulness, a thankful nation that we will see, they're saying that so many people would be traveling because of the safety, the freedom, the opportunities, what it has and it's available for the Americans, right? So this is on one hand. So let's compare. I think we have. Let's put those two flags next to each other. So we start with the United States. We started, and then we have Ashur, flag of Assyria, Ashur, whatever you want to call it, right? Now, one is an existing nation. The other one used to exist. And it was not just any nation, you know? It wasn't just any nation. It was a superpower of its own, cradle of civilization. Greatest king, Ashurbanipal, king of the world, right? So during this Thanksgiving time, I was thinking, our empire was destroyed over 2,600 years ago, right? We were powerful, we were prosperous, cradle of civilization, rich, you name it, great name, So what do we have now? Nothing. Is there anything we can be thankful for, right? What is there? I mean, right now, we don't have a country, we don't have a land. I mean, we have countless useless organizations. I'm sorry to put it that way. I don't mean to be negative, but I want to see what I'm here to be thankful for. What is there to be thankful for? We have political, social denominations. I mean, these organizations I was talking about, we have political, social, shotaputa, denominations, all these churches. We have division, opposition, hatred, confusion. No hope, right? Let me tell you what happened to me. Can we show that photo of that genius Kurdish guy? So this is the site on Facebook. It's called Kurdish Literature, right? And it says the Book of Kurdish History and Civilization, and has a photo of this guy sitting on a horse and using his bow and arrow. If you don't know any better, you will look at it, says, oh, this is the history and civilization of the Kurds, right? If you don't know anything about anything, right? So, and the moment I saw that, the first thing came to my mind, I was ticked off, right? Thank God I have this. I mean, every one of us are sure when you see this, you know it's nonsense. But I'm telling you what happened to me. The hopeless nation, nothing to be thankful for, right? Just look at this, right? Okay. I'm going to get back to this. Now, in the Bible, in the New Testament, we have genealogy of a very famous person called Jesus Christ. So so this is the genealogy. Starts from Jesus. Like in Luke and Matthew, there are kind of two separate. One goes from Joseph, husband of Mary, and the other one is from Mary, his mother. So there are two genealogies of Jesus, right? And you look at the names of the father, the name of the men is mentioned, like because man carries the name or whatever it is. Did you know every one of us has one of these genealogies? I have one of these. I don't have it like that with all the names because I remember, okay, I am Joseph, son of Nikolai, son of Eliah. I think Eliah's father was Ishaiah. After that, I don't know. Somehow we didn't keep track because of all the killings, right? Maybe there is some information, maybe some of you have more information. I can only go back maybe 3 or 4 generations to know who he was. Mostly from my father's side, we go to Jilu, to the Hakkari Mountains. I don't know before that what it was, but I tell you something. When I look at this genealogy of Jesus, I said, wait a minute. If I go back about 90 to 100 generations, it will be around the time that we had the Ashur Empire. It was just before the fall of Nineveh and Ashur. I had ancestors over there, and you also. Every one of us has this genealogy. You just were not born out of nothing today. We have parents, grandparents, great grandparents, different countries now. But back then, everybody was in Ashur. 80, 90, 100 generations we go back, this son of this, So, Martin Ashureta, we actually have nothing seriously to be recognized to the UN. I just took that photo that had our flags next to each other. So I know we're not known in the UN, but that's not the point. Martin, I will later get in touch with you about some of the things. Martin Ashureta says that's true. If we aren't well educated, we will execute everything in the wrong way. Yeah, just wait for this. We're going to have fun today with this thankful nation. So going back generational, thanks, Martin, for the comments. Yep. We lost so much. Yeah, very true. These are all facts. Now, the thing is that when I mentioned that they showed that photo from that Kurdish literature and the civilization of the Kurds, the genealogy that I'm talking about is every one of us, we go back 80, 90, 100 generations, we end up in our homeland under the empire, under the rule, right? That's where we come from, don't we? We don't come from China. We don't come from South Africa. We don't come from Australia. We have people there now, but we don't come from there. We go back 80, 90, 100 generations. We are at the homeland. We are at empire, the peak of it, this, that, destroyed. But the generations continued. You know how I know? Because I'm here. Because you are here. Because we are here. Those generations continued. Then 60, 70 generations, we go back, we get hit by Christianity, right? We have ancestors that became Christian. 60, 70 generations. When you look at the Jesus genealogy, it doesn't say who was where, what they did, but we know as people that we kept our name. How do I know? I'm here. I'm talking about this. 60, 70 generations ago, we became Christian. We didn't lose our identity. The Jews that became Christian, when you look at the beginning of the Christianity, everybody in the beginning was Jewish. But the Jewish nation as a whole didn't become Christian. So whoever was Jew became Christian. In the land that they were, they became their identity as those people, and they lost their Jewishness. For the past 2,000 years, we've been Christian, but we haven't lost our identity. No matter what they have done, goes back generations, 30, 40, 50. What else has happened to us? As Marlon mentioned, we have massacres, we have divisions, we have, when we became Christian, we became Maronites, Jacobite, Nestorian, Chaldean, Syriac, Aramean, Assyrian, Arthurian, all these divisions, right? That's our history. Then we come closer to the time we are here right now. Is there anything to be thankful for? When I saw that post by that literature guy, Kurdish guy, I said, wait a minute. It says Kurdish literature. I think I touched that last program. They have nothing to be proud of. That's why they steal this. Thank you, British Museum, to prove that what I'm saying is truth. It says, I am Ashurbanipal, king of the world, king of Assyria. Not Kurds. They can say, sing, and dance. But the attitude is that, wait a minute, when we go back, the genealogy that we're talking about, everyone, I want to be thankful. That's the whole thing of this program. Thankful for my ancestors. Thankful for my ancestors. Can we show some of these photos from the museums from today with the dance group, with the youth groups, with everything? I'm thankful for my ancestors for doing what they did. When they excavated 1850s, they found these. They found out who we are. They found our name. They found Ashurbanipal, king of the world, king of Assyria, not Kurd. Thankful for my ancestors when Nineveh fell, when Ashur fell, that they didn't give up on who they were, regardless, wherever they were. Yeah, they changed the name to Aturaye, Atsuri, this and that. And this is a major headache we have right now. But is it? I'm thankful because we are here. Thankful for my ancestors when the Ashur Empire fell, when Nineveh fell, they didn't give up. We became Christian. They didn't give up. There is Mar Aprim the Great, this Assyrian, or some people call him Syrian. This is the year 300. I've talked about this. He's like the greatest hymns, music, whatever that is done at the church. Look at these photos. Look at that. We're still here. Thankful. What are we thankful for? What are we thankful for? Right? So I lost the line of my thought, but we became Christians. We didn't lose our identity. Mar Aprim, the headache that he had with his flock was, why do you care about this name? We are Christian. That's all we want. His flock said, no. It says, Mar Aprim, as great as you are, I'm Ashuri, Assyria, Syria, whatever. They kept it. The language, the name, the culture. What do we have here? Goes back a few thousand years, right? Look at these photos. Thankful nation. I'm thankful for my ancestors. I'm thankful for not giving up on who they are. I'm thankful for my grandfather when he, from Urmi, when they were after him, the Kurds, the Turks, Persians, whoever. He took his wife, my grandma. They had an 8-month-old, firstborn, on the way from Urmi to Bakuba camp. 90,000 left it. 90,000 left that Urmi on the way to Bakuba camp, middle of the winter. They lost their daughter. They buried her somewhere. Out of that 90,000, 30,000 survived. 2 of them, my grandparents. They survived. They went back to Shirabad, the village they were from. Boom. Born, mom, married, me, right? I'm thankful that they didn't give up. Well, Marlon Ashureta says, Joseph, for the last 2,000 years, we became a Christian nation for new identity. We don't have a new identity. The thing is that they've given us an illusion. If you, as I said, Mar Aprim, 300 years into Christianity, he couldn't do anything to us. Because if we had new identity, we wouldn't be Ashuri now. We wouldn't have this identity that we have now. We would have melted. We would have become Christians of Iran. We would have been Christians of Iraq, which that's what they're planning to do, or Christians of Kurdistan, Christians of Turkey, Christians of Syria, Christians of whatever. But no matter what they have tried, Marlon, we are here, right? See, you put Marlon Ashureta. Why? Because we're still here. No matter what these so-called denominations or priests or whatever they try to do, and I have said this before, I don't want to go to that direction. If they follow truly the Bible, they would be the first to honor our beautiful name. What am I thankful for? I'm thankful for so many things now. I said, wait a minute. You know, that division, the problems, the fights. I'm not thankful for the fights, but I'm thankful that we exist, that we are able to fight. Imagine if there was no Ashur, there was no Assyrian. What would we be arguing about? What would we be fighting for? If there is no darkness, there is no appreciation for light. I know it doesn't look good right now, but there is so much to appreciate. We are still here. Thank you, my ancestors. Not giving up back when the empire fell. Not giving up when you became Christian. Not giving up when they cut us into Maronite, Jacobite, Nestorite. Then we became, what they call these, Protestant. But it's interesting. It's called, like in San Jose, we have Assyrian Presbyterian Church, Assyrian Pentecostal Church, Bet El Assyrian Ministry, Assyrian Church of the East. How do you lose your identity? Maybe they're trying, Marlon. They're not going to get, I mean, there is no way. I know it doesn't look, but there's, when you look at the appreciation, the thing is attitude. Yeah, they melted our, you're right, they melted our names into different denominations politically, but you and I are here talking about this. We are not wiped out. If we were wiped out, then nothing. We are not wiped out. Let them try. These trying, see, by these, like the Kurdish site that they put that writing, right? Our culture and our language is our true identity. Yeah. What is our culture? Name is part of it, definitely. We have language. We have so many like dates that we celebrate. But the thing is that, Marlon, what I'm trying to say is that as bad as things are right now, remember I mentioned Lincoln, right in the middle of Civil War. At that time, US was not a superpower. It became. Now we don't have a land, I understand, but we are here and we are spread. Most of us, wherever we are, we're not billionaires or millionaires, all of us, but we are living decent. Like, unfortunately, my friend in Sweden is freezing his rear end off, but that's a different story. You know, we are in California, beautiful weather, but the taxes that we pay, it's a different story, right? We pay for it. But the thing is that we are here. That's to be thankful. There is this priest that is going. I will take care of him later. But he's talking about Chaldean, Syriac, Assyrian, no Ashur. We'll take care of you later. But it's thank you, Mr. Priest, to bringing this up to wake us up. See, if nobody's doing nothing, we will not. If there was no that post by that Kurdish guy, yeah, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't care. So, hey, wait a minute. Hey. We get excited. It's somehow we need some kind of incentive, something to bring us up. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm not Kurd. This is Ashur. This is not Kurdish civilization. My name is Ashur, is not Atur. I want to thank these, even the ones that they don't know, indirectly helping us to they waken us up. I don't know about you. If you want to sit there, feel sorry, yeah, they did this to us. Yep, they did this to us. No. You want to sit down, feel sorry for yourself, it's up to you. I'm not. Because you know why? Let me see. You want to show that beauty, the one I have a photo with, that's beautiful baby. See, that's my granddaughter, right? I'm responsible, not responsible for feeding or cleaning or things like that. But remember our ancestors that we're talking about, thankful for them, what they did, what didn't, give up, name everything. Actually, Stella, my wife, we were talking about this subject. She brought it up, says, Joseph, how about in the future? Now we are talking about 5, 10, 20, 50 generations ago. How about in the future? What they're going to talk about us that we are now here in year 2024? What they're going to talk about us? Khayed, or these poor, hopeless people didn't do nothing. We are responsible for them. See, this cutie pie doesn't know anything but what's behind her. She doesn't know what that flag is. She doesn't know even what Ashur is. But by what we do now, not giving up, being thankful for what we have, whatever that comes, like against our identity, name, culture, whatever you name it. Remember, we are cradle of civilization. We are bringer of civilization. How about being like our ancestors, civilized, how to go about this? You will not wipe my name. You know why? Because I'm still here. Somehow I'm still here. Somehow we're going to be here. And, it's Thanksgiving, holiday, enjoy the food or whatever. But one thing that keeps me going. Can we put that Bible verse? I don't know what keeps you going, but this keeps me going. Isaiah 19, 23, 25. For Adonai Tzau, however it's pronounced, has blessed him. Blessed be Egypt, my people. Ashur. Blessed be Ashur, the work of my hands. Israel, my heritage. On that day, there will be a highway from Egypt to Ashur. This is Jewish translation. They call us Ashur. From Egypt to Ashur. Ashur will come to Egypt, and Egypt to Ashur, and Egypt will worship with Ashur. On that day, Israel will be a third partner with Egypt and Ashur, a blessing here on earth. I read it backwards, doesn't matter. Either words, doesn't matter. We are still here. Thankful nation for what we have. Thankful for these enemies that we have, because we know we have enemies. We're fighting. Hey, we're Ashuri after all, right? Different kind of a war, but we are fighters, and like our ancestors, we are going to come on top. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for watching. We'll see you later. Marlon Ashureta, thank you for all the comments that you made. Good night. Chaya, Ashur, Ahia, Chaya. Mabina.
شيخاني